With yet another strike deadline looming, the effects of the last postal strike are still being felt by one Kitchener woman. The longtime Canada Post employee was denied her short-term disability claim because her cancer diagnosis came during the strike period. Well, that decision was later reversed, but now she's facing the same roadblock, this time regarding her long-term disability claim. Let's go to CTV's Spencer Turcotte for another update on this story. Joining us live tonight with more. Spencer, really an unfortunate case of deja vu for this woman.
Tony, she's not sure why she's having to jump through all these hoops all over again, and she's not convinced she'll have the same luck as last time when the decision was reversed.
It's like that weekend.
In the midst of chemo treatments, Chantal Lucician is dealing with another battle in the background.
Yeah, it's a battle. It's definitely a battle.
The 24-year Canada Post employee has had her long-term disability claim denied. And if this sounds familiar, that's because it is. Earlier this year, we reported on her short-term disability claim, originally turned down because the date she was diagnosed came during the postal workers' strike.
I had received an email stating that my short-term disability was overturned and I qualified for it. But in the same type of letter, I also received one stating I wouldn't be eligible for long-term disability.
Now her focus is being shifted from the fight for her life to the fight for financial security.
We pay into our pension, we pay into our benefits. How can they take that away from us? It's very stressful. I'm supposed to be at home stress-free.
And she's having to depend on her son Marshall to help her get the money they feel she deserves.
You think that you're doing everything in your power that you can, but really you're at the mercy of, Canada Post just doing basically whatever they want to cover their asses.
In an email to CTV News, a spokesperson said Canada Post gave the Canadian Union of Postal Workers the opportunity to cover the cost of employee benefits, so they would be maintained once the union was in a legal strike position. Going on to say CUP W refused to cover the cost of employee benefits, and that if premiums were not being paid on the first day of the employee's disability, they are considered ineligible for long-term disability under the insurance plan. And with another possible strike looming, Chantal and Marshall want to make sure other Canada Post employees don't have to go through the same thing.
And I'm a proven statistic that here we are again fighting for something that we pay into monthly.
And we did contact the Canadian Union of Postal Workers. The spokesperson told us before offering a response, they need to investigate Canada Post's claims that the union refused to cover employee benefits. Tony.
All right, CTV Spencer Turcotte with that update. Thank you, Spencer.